Hello everyone and welcome once again to another edition of the Gears Community Series Deluxe, here live and in action with my boy, my friend, my longtime compadre, Toby Campbell, all the way from across the pond, ready for some Gears UE action. How you doing, my brother?
Yes, I am, Chris. Yeah, thanks so much for having me. And it's been a long time coming. I think me and you casting together again. Gears Ultimate Edition once more after all these years. And yeah, right up before we get into a new Gears UE game in the form of Gears Reloaded. So there's a lot of hype going into this one. Not to mention a absurd prize pool, $1,500 for a online event. So firstly, Chris, thank you so much for once again producing this for the community, and of course to the amazing donators that have contributed to the prize pool. Thanks to them.
Yeah, real shout out to them. You know, I love to do this. I'll do this all the time, my free time, but couldn't be done without the donators. The prize pool was funded completely by the fans, the players, and just people who love Gears. So we gotta shout them out. We're gonna get into our first match. It's loser bracket finals. The winner of this will go on to play in the grand finals, uphill battle against a great team as well. Let's take a look at our map cycle coming up right now for this series. Clock Tower will start us out. That heavy line-to-line fire, all about angles, all about teamwork. Gonna need a lot of communication from your team if you want to take this map down. Mansion a little bit different. That's in your face. A lot of shotguns, very fast and furious. A fan favorite from Gears 1 because of how crazy it can get. War Machine, Gridlock, and Canals, if those maps will be needed. Best of 5, first to 3 wins it. Toby, what are your thoughts on these maps?
It's just the amazing map pool right back at us again in front of our eyes. Clock Tower actually does kick things off. Of course, you said it. It's the line battle. That's what matters. The carnage won't stop there. Of course, we go straight into Mansion. And yeah, it is a classic best of 5 series. Perhaps something to point out to the viewers at home is that we are now into best of 5s. It was best of 3s up until this point. So yeah, this will be the first time these two teams are playing a best of 5 today after their extremely difficult run through the bracket. I think all of the teams that have competed today have had really tough games. I don't think there's anyone who's gone flawless on maps or anything like that. So yeah, let's see if they can keep this momentum up and the endurance as this tournament progresses.
You mentioned bracket. Let's go ahead and take a look at that bracket right now, as we're going to see already waiting in the wings 2025 champions looking to live up to their name. They played very well today. I had a chance to watch Avexi's stream for most of the day. Their teamwork, their shotguns, they seem very well prepared, and they're coming from winners. So whoever wins this match, it's going to be tough. But Fantastic Four, we're good. They're both here. Powers and company, the young guns, were not really maybe young guns anymore. At one point they were. And then we got Soto, the crafty veteran, Brolic, Justin, Joey. Those are more of your new UE players. They weren't, really around during Gears 1, at least not in the competitive circuit, and they've really made a name for themselves over the past year playing these kind of UE tournaments. So I'm looking forward to it. Appreciate y'all for being here. We're going to kick it off to map number 1, Clock Tower, coming up.
Here we go, Chris. My goodness me. The wait has been too long, my friend. It might be 5 to 3 in the morning in the UK, but I'm excited. I'm extremely excited for this one. And it's the losers bracket final, folks. But as you probably all know, there's been a lot of games to get to this point. We've had a lot of teams. It's been double elimination, and it's been absolutely stacked, as you can see now on your screen, with the players that bless us with their presence once more. Veterans, new players alike. And it's all about to get going. First to 5 as well. So yeah, we're certainly not going to have a short map.
Best of 5 will be the game. Taking it down. Let's follow Joey Slane first as we kick off map number 1 here. UE, we're back, baby.
UE, we're back. Let's see. Standard strats from both teams, I presume, with a very aggressive push onto Snipe. I say that. Nades have been picked up immediately by the COG team. But Powers has been taken out. Soto finding him. Powers down immediately. And Force now on board with him. Looking to see if he can try and level up the numbers really quickly. If he can't, then might be in trouble here. Getting angled out. The calls are clear as day, with Brolic shots getting that down. Should be a simple wrap-up now for the Locust team. And there you go. That's the first round immediately going the way of... Which team is that? Excuse
We're
me.
good. We are good.
We're good, yeah. That's it.
We're good coming out there. You saw a little more team fire from them. Justin with the pistol online, a very fast pistol. You know, people might have their questions, but who knows, right? Did get that down on Pillar. Not able to do anything. Fantastic 4. They have to come back here strong in round 2. On lower powers now. On the line, smoked out. Shots coming from across the way. Going to heal up a little bit there. Now gets down by Brolic shots. As we go over to Force now, taking Pillar Alley, going to try to move up here. Zeisha going to be taken out. Force with a nice kill, but in a bad position. Gets revived by his teammate. Another down. Brolic shots Justin and company clean up those kills. They're going to win a second round.
Yeah, I think one thing we'll notice, or players and fans have noticed immediately, is the amount of smokes that get thrown onto mid-wall and how quick the rounds are going so far. Only 2 kills for Fantastic 4. But it is that first to 5, so they do have some wiggle room here. You know, you can't just go immediately out of the map after 4 rounds in a row. But it is quick, and of course, Clock Tower is a map of 2 different halves. Changes drastically how things are played based on the side that you're starting on. Soto's leading up right close to mid Pillar here. Has to be careful he doesn't get angled out. There's that headshot coming through, the pistol headshot from Brolix. Justin has pushed down the snipe pillar as well. Absolute anarchy will play out as a result of all these kills with only 1 player remaining. In the form of Zeisha getting lanced out immediately.
Oh yeah. Soto in the back just kind of waiting for his time, getting the call-outs, hitting the angles, and just kind of helping in all areas, and that's going to contribute to them winning that 3rd round in a row. And we'll look at Fantastic 4 here. You know, again, I'm not sure how much they practice, how long they've been playing as an actual UE team. We saw them win some big games earlier, but, you know, look at a team like Joey Slane and Soto and Justin. These guys have really been putting the time into practice. So on a map like this, it might make the difference, and so far we're seeing it.
That they are. We know how great these players are, these new players in particular with the snipe. Brolic again getting a headshot. I believe that's the pistol once more. Powers will fall there on mid-wall. Cell's trying to break up the numbers a little bit. 3v3s, he gets one, just trying to stay alive for as long as he can. Joey getting the down. Carmine trying to get into the action to save his teammate. He gets the revive in. That is huge. The revive chains will come on through, but the downs keep coming in for We're Good. 2v2 brings it down to 1v... No, excuse me. Zeisha, the COG team do recover that chain revive on the snipe alley. Absolutely saving the day.
Chain reviving, if you're new to the game, it's been around for a long time. It's a very strong feature in this game. It can be downright annoying sometimes, to be honest. But, as you see there, it did save their life. It did make them win the round. They get their first round on the board. We're going to go back on what Powers here. Smoke already in his hand. Let's see what we can do.
Oh, Powers getting focused again. Such a difficult position this time, though. It's Zeisha. Pistol headshot immediately by Brolix. Force immediately forward as he tries to push down the snipe alley to try and make the numbers up. And I'm getting flashbacks a little bit, Chris, from this We're Good squad. I remember Brolic had a really, really good pistol in the previous tournament, and lots of players, lots of fans were talking about that fact, along with the rest of his team. And yeah, I think this was a kind of like an ongoing discussion as to how their pistols were so good and how it was giving them such a significant advantage, and that's kind of flooding back to me now. Is really that first pistol headshot has been everything for them in really making the difference here. There's another one.
As you said, on command, Brolic with the headshot there, takes out that player. He's gonna go down himself though, so not over just yet. Cell's gonna pistol himself very fast as well in the corner. Gonna be looking for more damage. He's going to get a little red there, has to take cover, has to heal up. 3 versus 3 now on the line. The angles are there, but the Cell's down. Joey Slane, revive coming in though for the Locust team. They're going to take that alley, and Force once again getting kind of caught out down that alley and getting taken down for his team, and not a great look.
We're good, need to take it slow now. And they do exactly that, waiting for Cells to come out of cover with great angles, and that's the first map wrapped up very quickly indeed. 5-1 the final score. Check out those downs, the difference between the two teams. 10 kills to Brolic in total, and I believe most of them were from the pistol. So, I mean, that was the battle of mid-wall. That was the battle of pistols and lancers. And it wasn't so much strats either, Chris. We had a nade pickup immediately on the first round. I don't think that really worked out well for the COG team, if memory serves me correctly. And from then on out, it was just all about that mid wall. It was just headbutting right there on the base strat on both sides, from both sides, and the pistol made the difference. And so, to me, going forward, Clock Tower is going to be a very scary map for whoever comes up against We're Good, that's for sure.
Yeah, like you said, nothing real fancy there, just kind of who played the position better. And with the time put in from We're Good that we've been seeing in scrims and, you know, some of their streams recently, they definitely had their angles and things worked out there very well. So we'll see, continuing on to map number 2, as you said, it's going to be Mansion coming up. So a very different map, maybe a map where a less practiced team have a better chance, I might say. I don't want to shade on Power's team too much because they probably have been practicing. I just haven't seen as much of them as, you know, Soto, Justin, Joey. They've been playing for, you know, months upon months, just getting ready for kind of tournaments like this. So we'll find out going forward. We're going to get in the lobby with them. We're going to get map 2 going as soon as we can. And thank you for joining us on stream. Appreciate y'all being here. We're going to take a second here also to shout out some of our top donators here. We have a $1,500 prize pool, all crowdfunded, ! Matcherino in the chat if you want to see how you can donate or how this all came about. But these are our top donators: Kareem DeOne, Num Official Music, Josh Play X or ZX, Michael Wilder, IXIEM, and Beeves, with their respective money amount right next to their name. We appreciate you. Couldn't be done without you. I hope you're tuning in to watch the stream also.
Yeah, shout out to these guys. I mean, the amount of money, pretty much all of them have donated individually, never mind as a whole. It's so insane. And yeah, how generous of them, how charitable to throw so much money the way of this awesome event, and to the Gears community at large. What great individuals. And yeah, we're seeing now the pretty much in most of the players' cases, I think, ex-pros competing for this sizable prize pool that these have contributed to. And yeah, I mean, this is kind of a repeat thing now, isn't it, Chris? That we have such an awesome community. This long after the release of this game, Gears of War 1, that continues to contribute to the competitive community and the community at large. And it's the continued good sign of good health of our community going into Gears Reloaded, coming out in just 2 months from now. So more good times ahead, Chris, that's for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we had the beta. We all had fun on there. Of course, you know, there's a couple things we want to see change when the full launch comes out. We do have a lot coming up as far as natural law and these tournaments coming up and running events. So if you want to follow along, I'm not going to drop a lot of info this moment, but just know that when Reloaded comes out, even before it comes out, we got a lot of stuff planned, and we're going to be going hard in the game, and we're not going anywhere. So if you like tournaments, you like competitive Gears, we got a lot on the horizon. Follow me, follow Toby, the channel, join the Discord, get ready. These are, you know, always free tournaments to play in. You win money, and you get experience for when that time comes when we actually go to a LAN event. Hopefully, you'll be ready.
Yeah. Trust in Deluxe, my friends. You can see he's done so much amazing work. And yeah, much to look forward to. It's going to be a great time. It's going to be a great game as well. The beta was awesome. I know me and you were just talking about this, Chris.
20 years, right? Who would have thought?
Yeah. And we're still going strong. Still loving this game at its core, in its most pure form, I would argue as well. Perhaps I'm a little bit biased there, as UE is
maybe,
probably my favorite Gears game. But yeah.
Well, let's level a little more right now. Let's get this going here. We're going to follow along. Let's go ahead and let's go with Powers here. Seems to be in the front spawn. Smoke already out, heading over to where we know the boom shot is. And we're going to get really fast and furious here.
Let's see if Powers can do a bit better now on a less pistol-heavy map. He was under a lot of pressure applied to him last time. Shotgun's out immediately. SL's flying through, finding Soto. The frags are going to be thrown in just a second, I presume. Powers does find Justin, though. Here comes the flank from Prescott. The last player, Joey, essentially one-shot downs Powers. Can he reset for a moment? Full red. No, he's not going to have the time to recover. good effort, but Sal's definitely the man of that round. 2, maybe more kills in the end. No, 1, but he did get that down at the end. Yeah, it's going to be that battle for sure around that plant pot area. There's a lot of aggression immediately. You just see a General Ram flying. Of course, Powers is navigating that pretty well. But it's also that fight at nades. When you have such high skill individuals playing head to head for such serious money, this is where the scrim time's going to come in. See who's a bit more fluid in movement with the shotgun.
Speaking of General Round, there he is. Forrest going to be there, but not going to be able to do anything just yet. Going to get in there now. Finally gets the kill on Justin. 3 versus 2. Forrest looking for another kill. Going to miss the first shot. Prescott fires back, and fires back well, but half his body's gone. The kill is there. Forrest comes in with a double. 4 kills for the game for him. 2-0 Mansion. A very, very fast round.
Yeah, rapid. This is a complete shake-up immediately from Clock Tower. It seems as though once we get into the shotguns and the close range of Mansion, Fantastic Four are a little bit more, shall we say, accustomed to this way of playing. Yeah. Soto on board with him.
I'll be honest, I don't know how that happened. Soto was robbed. I'm going to be honest. Soto was robbed. That's crazy. But Forrest gets another double. 1 he didn't deserve and 1 he did. But good job for him. It's online. It's Gears UE. I'm sorry. But here we are, round 3. 3-0. We're good. No, 3-0. Sorry, Fantastic Four. That was crazy.
Yeah, I mean, Force is on 8 kills now, and he's just flying through the middle of the map. No care in the world. He's making it look like a ranked match in some ways, with the speed in which he's moving and how confidently he's moving through a lot of these players. And yeah, it was a close fight. The one we pointed out, but Frolic back with the pistol to get some damage off the start. Immediately red from that back A on the statue there. Boomshot picked up quickly. Prescott trying to flank in time, but no, again, it's the pacing. Forces a little bit of a teabag there in the middle as well, because he knows he's having a great time. 10 kills in 4 rounds.
10 kills.
10 kills.
4 rounds. Do the math. Pretty good. Pretty good. But, you know, his teammates helping him too. You saw Brolic there in the beginning of the round. He's putting shots in to pepper the team players coming in on the other side. But not enough. Not enough versus Fantastic Four team. Let's watch the inside play for 1 second. Maybe we'll change it up here. Acel's going to throw out smoke out there. He's going to try to go up mid-door. Fight's already going down by Boomshot. Let's see if we can get a flank on here and get some cheeky kills. Not going to need it, though.
Oh, my goodness.
We should have stayed on Forrest because he got another 2 kills. Down goes Justin. Last guy up top. Joey's playing. Boomshot comes in. Cog wins the match 5-0. And you know who's back, Toby? Luxtradamus. The prediction was there. I said this would be a different map. I used to have an emote for that. I don't think I have it anymore. Do I have
That's
it?
funny.
No, don't have it. Well, GG's to us. GG's to me.
We don't need emotes. We've got Force just running through with Force through the middle of Mansion, getting an absolutely absurd amount of kills, and I don't know how he does it. He makes it look easy, and that's not trash talking the other team when I say that. I'm just saying that is an extremely good performance. 12 kills, 0 deaths in 5 rounds, folks. Running
General
through
Rom
people
is you know, that used to be disrespectful, General Rom. Now I don't know anymore.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, but the interesting thing for me, Chris, is that we've just started off Clock Tower 5-1 with We're Good winning that very cleanly. And the response is, no, we're going to 5-0 you in response. And have Force just run through the middle and win essentially 1v2s, it seems like, when you look at the kill feed. I'm sure it was certainly a lot more complicated than that and had support there. But one thing's for certain, the game is on, Chris, and this is just the loser's bracket final.
And we are now headed over to what I'm going to call, I've said it many times, I'm sorry, maybe we played too much today, but War Machine, my favorite map of the game. And we're going to go and watch as these teams, now it's a bit of a toss-up, I'd say, you know? Not too much of a close quarter, not too much of like a Clock Tower where, you know, crazy angles and on that line fight. Now it's a little bit of both. And I believe War Machine is my favorite because I think it's the most balanced map in the game. We'll find out soon, though.
Yeah, I think we've got the crazy maps out of the way, you could say. Clock Tower and Mansion are, yeah, I would say they're the craziest maps in the cycle, and some of the craziest maps, most aggressive, hard-hitting maps, chaotic maps in the history of Gears esports, honestly. And now on map number 3, we come to probably the most highly ranked execution map in history. Um, and that's probably not just Gears esports players. That's probably your standard player in general, I would say. It is extremely well designed map. It is basically the blueprint for how to build a really great execution map for competitive play. And as a result, we're probably going to see some more pistol action, but not a huge amount compared to Clock Tower. We're not going to see anyone running in too crazy, I don't think. I think there'll be a bit more respect shown in that sense because you kind of have to, given the structure of the map. We're not going to see crazy smokes like we saw with Clock Tower. Things are going to calm down a little bit. But I am curious to keep an eye on those 1Vs, at Snipe, also the 1V up top, / across Snake, depending on where the players elect to position themselves. And of course, there's that all famous, all important 1V at window or catwalk. And some players can be extremely good at that position, kind of win the map for their team. So lots to keep an eye out for, along with those frag grenades being thrown.
Yeah, you're probably going to have the general idea, probably first round's going to be one person sniper. 2 are going to play that mid-box fight, maybe push up, maybe not. The third guy over there is probably going to grab nades and either take them up top or wait for the right moment to toss them in that fight in middle. That's kind of the general area you're going to play in for the first round, at least to see how it plays out, but only time will tell. We'll get into it right now. 1-1, we're good, fantastic floor. Only one team moves on to grand finals.
That's it. Here we go. Zysho playing Snipe then. It is Force on that window position I mentioned earlier. Curious to see how he does after what was an exquisite map number 2. 12 kills, 0 deaths. And Asal's just hanging out here at mid-box. Other team playing quite a bit more passive. They're not even at the box themselves. So yeah, this is going to be a bit more of a strategic war machine, it seems like, from the get-go. With both teams way back in their respective positions. No one is inside Snipe. Joey is probably the most aggressively positioned player at this time in terms of making an impact. Power's just sat at the top as well. So yeah, Chris, this is both teams feeling each other out right now.
Yeah, for sure. A little bit of a chess match. Power's waiting for his moment. He's going to be facing off against Joey Slaying up top if either one of them tries to get cute. But using their teammates' call-outs, waiting for the right numbers to get in the right places. Zysho's still done by Sniper, protecting this guy on line. Nice shots of it, but Force is going to go down. They clean him up through the window, actually. There's a numbers advantage. Power is going to try to maybe make a move here. Now pushes back to his teammate, putting in shots by Box. Potential torque bow pickup coming in the near future if they can push this guy out of here.
Yeah, Powers and Sal's pushing up immediately through Troika. That's the goal, is to try and equal out the numbers as soon as you can, but fortunately for them, we're good. Are clued into that. They're straight out. Brock is going to get down. Strong Lancers. Justin for himself, but he'll be fine to get the revive in. Sniper picked up now. Nades were picked up. Quite fantastic fall, but yeah, Sal's isn't going to be able to get out, although he does get the kill on Joey. 3v2 now.
Brolic with a guy in front of him, also a guy by the sandbag. Sniper in the hands of Soto looks to maybe get a shot off here, get an angle to help his teammate get it down possibly and push in there and clean it up. But now grenades are going to be up as well for Soto. Holds up the pistol instead, puts the sniper on his back. And a smart move, he does get the down. Brolic going to get the down on Powers, cleans the kill up. Just like that, there you go, we're good. Takes the first round after a bit of a stalemate to kick us off.
Yeah, that's it. One headshot. That's all it needs to break the ice there. Again, I wouldn't be surprised, Chris, if we see more of the same. Or your passive, classic War Machine strategies. Force straight back up to window.
I'm going to try to get over there and watch Force for a second, see what he's doing window here. Smokes are out, and that's going to get a frag toss in there. Another frag toss by Force. A little too far away to kill him, but does put a little bit of damage. Actually, the shots from the window probably got that damage instead. Pistol versus pistol. Nobody going to fall just yet. We see a COG player taking the stairs up top to Troika. Going to be Powers, most likely.
Lots of angles. This is where you see War Machine really coming into its own as a map. Brolic is able to find the down on the cells in the middle. That's caused a lot of problems now for Fantastic Four. Force is trying to hold them off. I think it might have worked. He's pushed forward. He's beginning to get the down. Will get the kill, the trade. Everyone getting shotgun kills off in the middle. 2v2. When the dust settles, another back A coming out. Zysho with a double. But, ooh, that was close. Justin does get the kill, but Powers does get the down in the end. And you can see it just breaks out into total chaos, Chris. Like, as soon as the first kill comes through, or at least the first down, you need to even up the numbers. And Fantastic Four, in fairness to them, they did that just about. And, yeah, fair play to them.
Yeah, it's like having, you know, sharks in the water and someone's chum in the water. Once that first kill goes out, they smell blood, they get in there, and they really try to clean those kills up. But very fast and furious. Justin now back, putting that pistol to work. We're all going to get taken down, actually. Here come the grenades, not going to get a kill. Soda with the angle, and Snipe trying to help out as well. They're pushing up, though. Powers going to take down Justin, cleans the kill up by A-Cells. Zysho pushing across and help as well. They're all pushing their numbers across the way. Going to be looking real good here for We're Good on this round.
Yeah, there should be a simple cleanup. I see they're taking their time just to make sure they can go wide, play it safe.
I said We're Good, but I meant Fantastic Four. Apologies to everybody.
Take it forward. Yeah, there you go. Cleaned up. A bit more aggressive off the rip there. But a bit more balance between these two teams, it seems. You have kind of that mixture of the shotgun, the likes of, you know, a Force from Mansion. You see the pistol downs again, and the Lancer downs coming into play for We're Good. So Fantastic Four have to always be on the edge of their seat when they're playing. They cannot sit resting on covers at all. It's a bit different. Two players lurking up top for Fantastic Four. I don't think Brolic is aware, actually, of that. The smoke dissipating. Ah, sorry, excuse me. Justin is already up top, so they know exactly what's going on. Kind of matching them there for numbers. Nothing crazy going to happen from either team, although the snipe is picked up. That's a really big advantage for them now. Nades are being thrown all the way from the other side. Oh, this is a really good nade as well.
Oh, I thought he would have him.
It's going to trap him. Oh, almost. He does get out in the end. You'd think the Lancers and the angles might be just enough, but a little bit of support was all he needed to get to that second cover, and now they have a snipe. But they really want to get out. Sysho's going to get down as he tries to escape. Sota will clean him up. 4v3, snipe lost. So, no problem for We're Good to sort that disadvantage out. Now they have a numbers advantage to their name. And as a result, they're kind of teaming up a little bit more. They're squaring up the numbers into the center of the map and getting away from that potential push up top.
Yeah, they'll take your time here. 2 minutes and 40 seconds. They don't want to really, you know, risk it if they don't have to. Cell is going to get it down on Brolic. Here come the nades from Powers. If he can get a kill or two, it might change around a little bit. Does get a kill with it. Justin goes down. Cells takes down Brolic. And just like that, we're in a 3 versus 2. Now a 3 versus 1. Fantastic Four showing up in the clutch there. Great teamwork, great coordination. Just a great end to that round.
Yeah, they've done it again, Chris. They've clutched up as a team after getting a huge disadvantage placed upon them. It was a down previously on a cells in the middle of the map, and this round they had the snipe. Huge advantage. Unfortunately, numbers being taken away from them and that weapon, but they still go on to finish the round. And that's all despite We're Good pulling out and playing it safe. Well played, Fantastic Four. Truly impressive there.
Oh man,
the cells
ripped up though.
Ripped. Yeah,
right
like pistol saved though. I think in time. Nades are a little bit late to clean up on that down. I think Force seems to be good. Yeah, he's not going to get downed after being displaced by that frag. But he saved the day again with that revive coming from the window. Well played from him.
Indeed it was. Zysho still playing sniper. Force on the window. And the cells watching down low. Powers up top on the other side. Brolic's playing window, trying to go 1 versus 1 versus Force. Now here comes the teamwork. Justin with the down. Force is done. Troika's coming out. We're seeing Gears 1 MLG. Flashbacks of Scar. Not quite yet, though. No kill going to come out. Brolic looking to clean this kill up on the ground. They're trying to go for it. Joey Slane does get it and does go down himself. Brolic going to maybe go up top. or maybe go for the revive here. I'm not sure how he wants to play it. 3 versus 2, cannot afford to lose another player.
Brolic full red, downed. They're going to have to revive chain their way through this.
Yeah, Power's putting in work with
They've
the
opted
sniper.
to not to, so it was in trouble in the middle. I think that might... No, it's 2v2. Zaisho finding that in the middle, huge deal. Powers needs to try and probably get a bit lower here. Find that angle.
He's doing a great job from where he's at, I'll be honest. He's doing a great job with the Lancer and just gets his 3rd down on Joey Slane. Takes him out. 2 versus 1 now. Brolic in an uphill battle. A draw would be great here if he can get out. But look at this. Both angles, both sides. Pincered in. Grenades at your face, grenades at your feet. Not going to be enough. Powers, Zaisho once again. Clutch it out. Fantastic floor, man. What a great end to the round again.
Yeah, truly so. It could have gone either way. The revive chains are coming out in the middle of no man's land near Snake. Angles of, really high pressure angles of that, Chris. Powers has to be very careful that he's not just lost up top, and not able to influence the fight while his teammate could get angled out down low. So, great decision making, honestly, from all those players. Zaisho getting that kill in the middle, huge deal. And now they're 4-1 up.
Brolic looking for something. He's going to go down. Just coming out the pistol out. Sells, gets the corner. He gets the turn, gets the kill. Powers with the down. Justin looking for some kind of action to keep his team in this map. And it's going to be Zaisho. It's going to be Force. It's going to be fantastic. And by that, I mean fantastic. 4, yet again, come through. 5-1 victory on War Machine. They go up 2 maps to 1 now, heading into our 4th map.
5-1. Another 5-1 map. And I mean, so thoroughly deserved there. You might say that Mansion was just kind of all force, winning the shotgun battles in the middle. You could debate there whether it was strategic or just one player carrying, but that was a team effort from them. 4 kills, 6 kills, 7 kills, and 4 kills evenly spread across the entire team. And it wasn't just downs, right? It was actually saving downs. It was saving numbers disadvantages. It was bouncing back after losing the snipe. It was a response from nades. They had everything there. Teamwork, pushing up top, equalizing the numbers. Thoroughly deserved map if I've ever seen one, Chris. And they deserve that kind of map lead now, 2-1 going into the next one.
Yeah, it kind of goes along with what I was saying, where it's my favorite map, and the way it was played out is just that's Gears of War for me. That's coming through in the clutch, having your teammate 2-on-2. You got to make the right decision. You got to hit the right shots. It's a little bit of everything there. It's not. No hate on Mansion. We all love the shotguns, Nash or whatever. We like seeing that gameplay, but in that instance there, what we saw was true teamwork, and the best team did come out and win that map on that map. Not saying they didn't win the whole series, but they did show quite a bit of adapting to the adversity and coming back. A lot, to do with Powers up top helping out. But a great job by them, and they put themselves in the driver's seat now.
Totally, yeah. And that's the beauty of Gears and Gears Ultimate Edition at large, is you get this variety of maps where we've seen basically 3 very distinct maps and how they've played out. You've had the pistols and the angles from mid-war. You've had the shotgun fights at Mansion, War Machine, the clutch plays that were brought out from both teams there. And a mixture of passive and strategic rounds, but also aggressive rounds. And as we get into map number 4, Gridlock here, you're going to probably see kind of a collection of open strats, I want to assume, from both these teams. The heavy 3 snipe, I think we'll see heavy boom strats. Clearly, both these teams are pretty neck and neck when it comes to history on this game, and we have a tough game for sure, given how Clock Tower played out. Yes, a huge leg up for the side of Fantastic Four. But Gridlock is one of these maps where things can turn around quickly. And if you remember, Chris, power weapon-wise, Joey Slane, Justin, they were a huge deal in the last Ultimate Edition tournament. What is Gridlock known for? Really is that snipe during those slower rounds, where headshots can really make the big difference. And if we get to it, map number 5, Canals, of course, is all about that snipe. And seeing if they can, if one team can get a huge leg up there with that weapon on that map. So curious to see if we'll see kind of that, some of the more that very respectful or passive strategies where the team that we saw on War Machine, where players kind of allow each other to make plays in the mid to late rounds. whether that be used here in Gridlock with things like the snipe.
Yeah, and I'll be honest, I mean, I'm not sure exactly what happened, but Joey Slane, like you mentioned, he has been quite the great player. And, you know, you see in chat, we've heard for a while now, Mental's brother, you know. And to be honest, he is Mental's brother. Mental is one of the greatest Gears players of all time, but he's kind of coming to his own to be his own player now, where he has gotten the respect of being a great player on his own accord, no matter who he's related to, and so on and so forth. But in the last map, he didn't seem like himself. You know, he didn't really seem to, you know, be the kind of player he usually is, and, you know, helping shift the numbers in their favor. He kind of seemed a little bit lost at times. So maybe he can clean it up in Gridlock. Maybe it was a bad map. Maybe, you know, something was going on, and maybe I'm completely wrong. But either way, I think they still got a good shot here. Only down one map, 2 maps to go potentially. Lock it in and do what you do.
Yeah, totally. Little bit of a pause before we get into the next one, it seems, as we wait for the last player to file in. But yes, I think it'll be a big telltale, actually, the kind of opening strat from both these teams. See if anything crazy comes out. The pistols will continue to be a very scary factor, I want to say, for Fantastic Four to deal with. I mean, that pistol from Brolic on Clock Tower was just formidable. Headshot after headshot powers the target for much of that in the runner position. And the pistols can be quite a big deal at the Gridlock Tower, and if they're not kind of going head on heavy, kind of in your Gears 1 classic roll into snipe strat, then you'll have some of that pistol action that could make a big difference in that kind of medium range, where you're just outside that shotgun range, but where a really filthy pistol like Brolic's could just, you know, really let rip and make the difference in those fights. So
Curious to see here.
Yeah.
I mean, we could see a few more varying strats in this map from the last tournament. I'm not going to assume that this is going to go this way as well, but from our previous tournament, whenever they let Powers get sniper on this map, it was not a good look. It was almost a done deal.
Yep.
I don't know if he's still grabbing it or not. I'm going to assume he is. And if that's the case, if you let him get it, then, you know, good luck to you trying to leave with your head. But we'll see if they force it and they make him fight for it, at least contest it. Again, not positive about it, but we're going to find out coming up real shortly if that's still the case.
Folks, if you have a moment, please do tweet out the stream. Let's get everybody aware as to what's going on today. This amazing $1,500 tournament that Deluxe has graciously put on once again via Natural Law GG. And here are the amazing donators that have made such an incredible prize pool. Community run prize pool. Shout out to these guys. Thank you so much. Kareem, Num Official Music, Josh Plays, Michael Wilder, Zeem, hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, and Beebs. Guys, you're all amazing, each and every one of you, and everyone who has donated to the stream, to the tournament, to the event, to Natural Law. You're all awesome.
If you guys do want to support, !donate. That goes to the community who helps run this. Myself, Toby, Colin helps out casting, and some other people have helped out to run the stream and run the tournament. Shine, you know, anybody involved in the community who we're going to kind of get a team going can donate directly. If you want to be a sponsor, contact me or Natural GG on Twitter. You can sponsor an event, really ramp this thing up here, get the price even bigger. We'll be around for that. And as we say that, let's kick it off here into game number 4, Gridlock. Winner of the match goes to Grand Finals.
Here we go. Fantastic Four versus We're Good. 2 formidable snipers on either side, as we've discussed. And Powers is actually going to be playing nade. Snipe picked up immediately by Fantastic Four. Rather, We're Good, I should say. Boom shot picked up as well by We're Good. Powers trying to flank round the back and does get that first kill of the map. Trying to keep his distance in the fight on that LCAR. So to clean them up though, 3v2 as it stands, but Zysho's going to get that down just behind as they all chase after each other to try and equalize these numbers before the fight settles down. I think that's the boom shot used now by Force, but 2v1 remains. Throwing out nades.
Now, how many shots in the chamber of boom shot? Do they waste one yet or no?
I think it's gone. And that is surprising to me. Oh, Force does get it. That nade kill nonetheless, but that was a 1v that really shouldn't have been happening on paper there. If Force didn't get that nade, they'd be kicking themselves to allow a kill to go the way in that 2v1, but nonetheless, it did come through.
The sacrificial lamb, I guess you could say. Just putting his body in the line for the guaranteed kill with the nades coming in. Not a bad play, but yeah, if it didn't work out, it would be a whole different look. On to Zycho now. We see 2 players headed over towards that boom shot area. Going to toss the smoke and obscure the vision. Zycho going to play the wall there. Smoke back in his face, so a 1-for-1 match on that end. Waiting for the right moment. Nothing happening just yet. We're going to go over to Sniper. See Justin trying to get in there, but cannot get in there now. Pushing down towards P1 is going to be a cell. He gets taken down. Justin turns his attention over to Boomshot, where Zycho and Force have already taken control. Joey coming in now. There's a kill on Force. Sniper picked up Zycho with the down on Joey. Justin trying to watch out for him, trying to see if he come clean the kill up. Maybe get a headshot. And does get it on Zycho. Oh my god. Joey's still down. Can he do 2? Not yet. Powers cleans him up. Powers 1v1 versus Justin. Misses the snipe shot. Heads at a tower now, Toby. Is he going to go up to Hammerbush Tower, or is he going to play a different move?
It's a question. Power's just trying to close the gap, and that's the name of the game. Justin doesn't want that gap closed whatsoever. Abuse that snipe. Leverage it. Don't risk a 1v with that shotgun. The Powers does need to keep doing that, though, because the boom shot's behind him, the snipe as well. Can't let Justin keep running around.
I'll be honest. Powers is pressuring him somehow, and he doesn't have sniper. And Joey's missed, Justin's missed a couple shots already. More than he probably normally misses, so we'll see how this plays out. I'm a little nervous for Justin.
And Justin find opportunity here with his last nade. Get Powers out of cover to bring up that snipe. Not going to work there either. The Powers has access to the boom shot now if Justin can't defend, so it forces Justin way back in.
Oh
that
my
next
god!
fight. Oh my goodness me! That's all you need. A little bit of damage to open up Powers, so that then he can go straight in with that back A. Well played indeed. Absolutely read Justin like a book there on LK.
I'll be honest,
Fantastic
I'm not
play.
good at the game. I probably never was great. In my younger years, I think I was okay. But Powers, and a lot of these guys, but I'm going to say Powers for now, he's just so much better than I could ever be. I'm a little sad about it, but I'm also happy for him, because I could never play like that. I could never do that. But
he's only one of the best. Top 5, maybe? He's in, there's a debate there, top 5 all time, who knows? In terms of raw skill.
Yeah, we've heard a lot about, the Gears 5 players, Gears 4 players that can't play UE, but these guys are showing you that they actually can.
Yeah, unbelievable from him. 2v2. Now, absolutely chaotic gridlock. This has not been the strategic map we were talking about earlier. His Powers back on our screen. Angles have come through onto his opponent, LK. Powers elects to go wide with a Lancer instead. Oh, Red still has that thrash ball, running for his life. He has the boom shot and the... Oh, not going to down him, though. Powers,
my lordy
he
lord.
takes that shot. Buys enough time. And that pinch comes in just in time from Marcel's.
I mean, look, I played UE sometimes. These covers get sticky sometimes. The fact that he's bouncing off like that and just hitting those shots precisely, it's just, I'm not going to join the Powers fan club or anything, but I'm a little upset and I'm a little happy at the same time. My emotions are torn right now. I want to see a good match, but let's see what we can do here. 3-0 on the way.
He worked hard for that round, that's for sure. There we go, 3 boom shot side of the map now. Joey checking the flank, but Anya is coming straight through the smoke. Full Red and him. Double down there on the boom flank. Everyone's got their own fight on gridlock here. Boom shot picked up by the COG team, but Force and Zycho taken out. 4v2. Sal's really needs to down here, the double down if he can. Angled out. No, Power's going to get dropped. So it's a 1v4 now for Sal to try and pull together. Very, very difficult thing to do. Trapped inside Snipe Tower and he will get dropped. And yeah, another really chaotic, fast and aggressive round there, Chris. And it wasn't just the We're Good squad. It was Fantastic Four on the flank flying through. Everyone's trying to get a piece of the action, get that shotgun battle in as soon as they can. And the map has become increasingly bottom heavy with the flank on the nades and the quick pick up there, the flank on, well, boom flank, and also Arch.
Watching the strat
So,
now, we
yeah,
got one
there it
tower,
is.
one middle, 2 boom. Gonna get out over here. Sideshow gonna be over towards that boom shot. One of the two players are sending over that wall. Smokes her out again. And we wait for the carnage.
Frag's picked up again. Sideshow pulls back to Elcar. There's the boom shot pickup as well. It's perfect from where good. Frolic shots with the boom shot. Kill. Now they can slow it down a little bit, but Powers has that snipe, Chris. And he's having a great map so far.
Do I dare go to this POV again?
Yeah, I think you have to now.
I don't want to miss it, and I gotta hear the stream, you know.
There's a check. Ooh. Frolix has Zysho's back. Sals gets it down, but not going to be enough. There's the headshot. Lovely.
But 3-on-1 though. Possibly a little too late.
That's a 1v on the back though. This is an opportunity. Brawlic has to be very careful rolling out early, as he rightfully should. Has to be careful in front of Powers when he's got that snipe lurking. Turns around. Powers just surprised him again. In fact, that pistol is absolutely filthy. That's exactly what I was talking about in that medium range, Chris. In that snipe tower, when you're just outside that shotgun range and you have a pistol like Brawlic, kind of changes up the state of affairs immediately.
Yeah, well played with not allowing that. You know, quick story. It's a two-second story, but you guys may or may not remember. I know Fatal Strike remembers. Killer Crank. I once watched him play in the early bracket back over in MLG, and he was on top of stairs up by Hamburst, and I watched 4 players funnel into him, and he killed all 4 of them, and I never forgot that moment. I was thinking, what the hell were you guys doing? And definitely don't want to see that ever again in my life. And I didn't see it there. So we're good here. We're back online.
Justin wins that fight on the back. On the flank, Force with a quick pick on the boom. 3v2. Justin is going to go for it, at least for the trade. Oh, almost gets the body check, or the body full stop on Zyshow. Double down, but the boom shot is going to get down. That's enough, though. Is it? 1v1? Excuse me, it's not.
Soto and Force, the old guard versus the new guard. I love these matchups. I mean, he's probably half his age, but is he half his skill? That's the question. I don't think so. Soto known, you know, over the years as being a great kind of support player. Does have his moments in these 1Vs, though. But anything can happen. Sniper, though, picked up for Force. Does he got it in him? Is there ice in his veins? Can he avoid the mailbox? He does.
Name of the game again, though.
He didn't pay the fee. He didn't pay for the paper. It will not open. It's not New York City.
Yeah, Force is doing the right thing here, just trying to make distance, but still within view of that boom shot pickup.
Oh, I love this, Toby. 1 versus 1 sniper for 1 person. Gotta love the action.
Classic. Yui, of course, has one of the best snipers in Gears history.
Oh, for sure.
Very effective indeed. Have to be careful rolling in front of it, though, that's for sure. Gears 1 players know that, Yui players know that.
Chat, I wish we had some predictions going. We need to mod somebody so we can get this prediction thing going more frequently. What do you think, though? What do you think?
Soto still lurking in the middle.
2 minutes left. Oh boy, here we go.
Oh no. Can't get that close, my friend. You cannot risk that. That's surprising for me, actually. Force getting up that close and personal with a snipe. That's kind of your ranked play, kind of active down strategy to get, you know, that aggressive with the sniper at close range. And Soto is definitely going to be there. You're not going to beat him to that right hand there. Soto will be immediately straight on the back A with the opportunity to push. So,
I mean, we're talking 20 years, 15, 20 years in the making here, guys. Gears 1 UE, we've been there before. You got to get up pretty early to pull one over on Mr. Soto. It didn't happen. Now, back onto our round here. 3-3. Shotgun fight going down over by boom shot. Joey Slay looking for that angle. Smoke's going to be clearing out, so we'll have a chance to see that boom shot now. You look over. Nothing happening just yet. Towers got a fight going down on the cells. Looking like he's in a rock and a hard place. Doesn't get taken down. Powers tries to save him. Cannot do it. They back out. Powers comes in. He gets taken down. And We're Good has themselves in the driver's seat. 4-on-2. Now 4-on-1. They're going to take us to a potential map winning round and a potential map 5 coming up if they can win one more.
Yeah, much more clean round, that one.
4-3. They won 4 rounds in a row, Toby. They've answered the call. Someone was in the Discord probably yelling at each other, come on, let's go.
Yeah.
Maybe not in those, you know, particular words. They may use some language in there too. Let's something go, but that's what we do here. Gears of War, passion.
You could be right. We are, that's for sure.
Let's go with Justin to start. Let's see how it works out.
Oh, much more aggressive at snipe.
No contestation at sniper. Now they're going to come in, but Justin already has a grenade picked up. They try to get a little cheeky there. Can they get a kill with grenades? Justin now fighting with the shotgun. 1v1 in tower. Needs some help. Nobody in his shot. Joey comes in, but Acels takes out Justin. Boom shot now picked up by We're Good. Joey going to back out.
No.
2 versus 2.
That snipe gone as well. 2v3.
2v3, yes.
It's
That one
looking a lot
Lucas can never
better.
see. That little top pip there.
Yeah.
Hard to see. I don't know why they made it that way, but...
Yeah, we're good with a huge advantage here. 3v2 and the boom shot. No weapons up for quite a while. Sideshow is sniped out for a second, but he just has to run. He has to keep his distance. There aren't many opportunities here for the cog to make a play, so...
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if you
this
can get it
round
down,
really
you can
hands are good.
get a cleanup with the boom shot if you can down somebody out in the open, but they're going to head up, looks like the hammer burst down. No, Sideshow down low. And they're separated, but they're within range of each other to help if they have to, but I don't love the setup.
Yeah, I mean, it's barely a setup really for Fantastic Four. I think they've just tried their best to keep distance while not getting pinned into one corner, but it's only so much you can do here because you can't get close really unless We're Good really just throw it by having a player that's not got the boom shot up close to them, so they can just wait for the weapons, and you can see Acels realizes that, pushing down to the L car, almost getting down in the process. But that's you kind of need to do this. You need to close the gap and kind of have a forced error placed upon them. So I was trying to look for that now. Full red. Can he get to cover in time? Yes, he can, but now he's trapped in the L car, and boom shot is up. They can simply go wide, and they are doing that, exactly that. Boom. Nades have been picked up, though. Let's see if that can cause any magic. Acels getting the down, clutching up here. Oh, my goodness me. Does get the down, but doesn't get the kill. They need it. Soto finding Sideshow in the process. Good effort from them, but that will be it for that round. And ladies and gentlemen, that map too. We're good. 5-3, the final score. What a comeback on that map, Chris.
Yeah, and as we all hope for, of course, we're on the stream. Only have 2 matches. We're going to map number 5, Canals. Snipe for snipe. The mid-bridge fight. Possible torque bow picked up at some point if you want to get, something different mixed in there. Map 5, I mean, the bread is on the line. $1,500 prize pool. First top 3 places get paid, so all these teams are going to get some money, but there's kind of a healthy difference in how much you're going to get from third to second, second to first. So this has become more of a wager match now. Whoever can win this move to grand finals.
Yeah, yes, indeed. Map number 5, Canals, the reverse sweep. Indeed, for that one.
Composure.
On Gridlock.
What it
Yeah,
was there.
Composure, indeed. That's it. We've had such a broad collection of rounds spread across these maps here, Chris. We've had everything. We've had the aggression, we've had the strats, we've had the snipe, we've had the boom shot, and now we go to the El Clasico, the Canals. And, some Gears fans and players might want to just throw fists in the air for having Canals map number 5, but to be honest, I don't mind it. It might slow down quite a bit, given this is losers bracket final. Neither team can lose again and still stay in the tournament. Serious money on the line, okay? It's 2-2, and both these teams are so neck and neck, and both teams have some incredible snipers on their team, on their respective teams. So I wouldn't be surprised if they kind of just allow their trust to sink into their fellow teammates there with that weapon.
Yeah, and waiting in the wings, of course, we still have 2025 champions. They're watching the stream. They're getting ready. They're taking notes, potentially, about what they've seen so far, although they've been practiced for a while. It's going to be a great matchup in grand finals. Only one team will make it. Fantastic Four, we're good. We've been treated to all 5 maps, so I'm happy. Happy y'all are joining us, and we love doing this gear stuff, and we will continue to do it until Lux can no longer breathe. Which might be soon, because I'm very old.
Or I
The
fall
oldest
asleep
man in the
at
game,
court
Toby. I'm the
for-
oldest one. Who wants to challenge me?
Hey, we're all old now, my friend. We're all old,
Well, my old's a little bit
right?
different than your
Most
old.
of us. Well, I think once you reach a certain age in gaming, you're just classified as old, right? You're in the
That's true.
elderly category.
Yeah,
I
old,
think.
like 26 is old in gaming.
Yeah, and I'm over that. Yeah. So, folks are waiting now to get the final map going. Predictions. What do we think out of these two incredible teams? As I kind of think about it and ponder, I mean, which way do I lean? Because they have just been so close to me. Obviously, a 2-2, and yes, 3 of the maps were not close at all. But back and forth we went. I wonder. And the snipes as well. Powers was playing very well. Very well indeed. With that little trusty shotgun of his. Snipe wasn't as incredible as we've seen, arguably, from him. But he's definitely warmed up now, Chris. I think he's ready to get going. And if he does go and pick up that snipe, I wouldn't be surprised if he turns out to be kind of the MVP of this one. Yeah. I'm curious and I'm excited.
I'm looking forward to it. Just waiting for the lobby to fill up. Maybe they're having a little bit of maybe a smoke break, maybe a water break, maybe a pee break. Either way, they're going to start getting in the game soon. One more map, that's it. We only have one more. We cannot go any further. This is it. Loser bracket, the loser goes home. And by that I mean they're already home. They just turn their Xbox off. And the winner moves on to play the 2025 champions.
Hey, when you're playing for this much money, I think you kind of, your room kind of transforms into a new environment for me. Personally, for me, when I've competed in tournaments like this.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it's a war zone.
PC days, you know, and yeah, I mean, and it's a war zone. It turns into that, and especially when we've not had a great amount of competition as of recent, given this break from, you know, Gears Esports in Gears 5. And so, you know, a lot of these players have been scrimming, they've been playing, ready and waiting for an event like this.
Yeah, I mean, I do these on Sunday.
So.
I like to think back. You know, Gears 4 and 5, they did get their hate. You know, they're not quite the classic Gears we got used to with Gears 1 and Gears UE. But it was a great feeling waking up on a Sunday, turn the box on, turn the stream on, and you know you got a big tournament coming up. You're going to be playing probably for a long time if you're, you know, planning to win. It just felt good. You know, it's like like you said, your room turned into a little war zone. You got your food, you know, get your food ready and your snacks, and you know, it's just a day of Gears. Play with your friends, play with your teammates, get ready for the upcoming lands. So I hope we can get back to that, you know, eventually here with Gears E-Day. But we're going to have a lot of stuff going on for Reloaded. Telling you now, if you're in the stream and you want to play UE/Reloaded or Reloaded, we got a lot coming up. So follow us, get ready. You know, don't miss your chance. Get the experience, because once we get to a LAN, you're going to need it. Believe me. Here we go, Toby. Canals.
Map number 5. Can't say I'm surprised that these two teams took it to this. Chris. Such competent players. Extremely talented individuals, and they played it so well as a team on each of these maps. Very impressed. Brolic starting off with him. No pistol out to kickstart the round. In fact, shotgun straight on the middle bridge. Oh no. Here comes Force. Downed immediately. The revive will come in immediately, but there comes a Cells to get the kill back. 3v3 as it stands. Golden Hunter coming straight out the back. The rest of the team, in fact, coming through. Justin gets 2 downs, 2 kills. Clutching up, going huge there at Junction. Justin saving the day in that first round. Well played indeed.
Great round, very fast. Not what, you know, some were predicting about a slowdown. Maybe now. But that was a very quick round. A lot of shotgun heavy fights going on there mid-bridge. We're going with Force here. Still playing General Rom. Still looking to get in the action. He's going to go up the high side. Both snipers are picked up. Mid-bridge is going to be contested right now. Force going to get in there now. Backs up. They're going to fight in This topside fight, 2 versus 2. Justin gets it down. Soda with the pistol. He gets the kill. Now we go over to mid-bridge. Zysho with the kill. 3 on 2. As we go to mid-bridge yet again. Another fight going down. Zysho gonna get the kill. Players are falling in. Zysho gets a chunk. Oh, he backpacked it just about. Now puts the L trigger shots in. Another kill. Zysho 1 versus 1. It ain't even 1 versus 1. He's got help. And I cannot believe what I just saw. The gore, the chunks, the bodies. I almost got sick to my stomach. I saw everybody's insides just now. This is crazy.
Hey, and despite all that, Zysho, the composure from him, he gets that first kill, bounces out there immediately resetting, but not so far enough that he leaves Powers in a 1v there either. Comes straight back into the action with a perfect pinch to finish off the round. Well played indeed. As he sits on 4 kills, and Chris, it looks like we're in for a really aggressive Canals. Shotgun fights on the middle bridge.
I love it. Smokes are out though. Mid-bridge is being contested right now. We're gonna get up there. Soto coming from high side. I did see a sniper in Power's hand. I believe it's him. We're gonna go on board with him and watch. As they're kind of pulling a little move here. Gonna be funneling around the backside. Justin was wise to it though. He's gonna get a kill. Power's looking for action. Torpo picked up. Gotta get down to the water right now. Soto getting a headshot with a pistol. Oh my lord, the crossfire, the teamwork. We're good is not messing around. They have come to play.
Wow, beautiful. Oh no, Powers gets first. Don't do that to me, Powers. Don't scare me. Wow. Okay, crazy round again. I mean, it's almost funny, Chris, because just for a moment there, I think we had like 3 shotgun battles going on in water stairs on one side of the map while the Torpo was being picked up by someone else. Absolute chaos between these two teams. Neither are letting up. They just want to try and get that shotgun kill in as soon as they can. If they lose a life, they'll immediately try and even up the numbers with an immediate push.
Well,
Sniper
here,
picked up by 1 player, yeah.
Yeah, no snipe picked up for we're good. Mid-bridge fight's already going down. The Cell's not going to be able to get in there. He's fighting a 1v right now. Looks for the shot, but not a 1v. Actually a 2v1. And just like that, Joey, Justin, they combine. Justin with another kill. He is the high man on his team, I believe. 7 kills, 3 downs, only 2 deaths, already 1k points. And they have just put the extreme pressure now on the Fantastic Four. They might have to rethink their strategy here. Don't know if they want to bang it out again after that round.
Yeah, I was about to say, and that's the thing. They were the team that were playing passive. Fantastic Four. They were the ones who were getting the snipe, and they're doing it just again here with Powers. They know there's no trick strat coming in as a result of that snipe pick. And yeah, they are playing it a bit more safe. They're playing heavy down towards Torque, see if they can get a quick pick there. And if not, they're probably going to have to play a bit more passive because they've lost control of the map via the middle bridge. Junction is clearly in control once again of We're Good. And it's a scary place to be, Chris, when Justin's 7 kills immediately in this map. They've really been dominating in that area. And so, yeah, I'm not surprised that they've changed the strat up now and tried to slow it down a little bit.
Yeah, no, they have to. They cannot allow, I mean, momentum is such a huge deal in gaming and, of course, Gears of War. They cannot allow them to continue that. Even if it's only for this round, just take a breath, slow it down, try to get a pick somewhere, try to get, maybe another round on the board. And go with that, because they could not keep that pace up, unfortunately, the way they were fighting at that disadvantage they were.
So much pressure on them now as well. Smoke's being thrown at the top bow to see if a quick pick can occur, and it has. Powers can't see absolutely anything. Just tries to pop shot. See if you can see a head weapon siding out, but great job from the Colt team.
Got it.
Uh-oh.
As you know, you can bounce it off the top there and hit mid-bridge if someone's sitting there. Not going for it yet, but that is a play we see happen a lot in this map when you get Torque and you get that mid-bridge fight going. Powers waiting for his time, though. He's on that bridge. He's waiting for the moment. Had a chance there. Now mid-bridge. Here we go. Fight about to commence. 2 players mid-bridge. He's going to go down there. 4's going to be right there. 3 on 2 now. Shots are coming out. Brolic now making it 2v2. 4's going to down his own teammate, and he's going to be getting taken down himself. Brolic shots comes in for the cleanup. Maybe a potentially match losing error in that fight. Joey done, but Justin stays alive with 9 kills.
Yeah, it's Justin again for me, Chris. 9 kills. He's just winning those crucial 1vs up in the junction to make sure the numbers go the way of his team. And despite his team giving up map control for that talk. They ended up winning the round in the end with shotgun battles up high. Well played indeed. Big shotgun fight now in the center of the map here. Cells finding Brolic. Soto will go down. Here comes the pinch from the backside though, but it's not going to be quick enough.
I was
for
going to
Justin
say,
to be able to do anything there.
if he came out with that, I mean, I was ready to turn my
hand him
console
the
off,
event,
but no, it's too much.
Yeah, but a confident strategy there from Fantastic Four. They really committed there. 2 players straight onto middle bridge from junction, not pausing at all to look at the players on high side. I think they might be attempting that again. No snipe pickup for either team. Both teams want that aggressive push on the middle bridge for map control and that potential numbers advantage. 1 kill either way for both teams. Make it 2. 4v2 now in terms of the numbers. Joey does get a kill on Force in the back there, but Seichel will find him. And a 3v1 now. Justin gets it down in the cells. Powers on hand. They're going to go wide simply. And yeah, they will clean up that round. Once again, Chris, that strategy works for them.
Yeah, I don't
4
like...
players in total playing aggressive there towards middle.
Here's what I don't like. When it was 4-1, and they put that, I'm talking about on the side of we're good. When it was 4-1, you kind of had almost like a waste round where you can be aggressive. If it didn't work out, it was still 4-2. No big deal. You move on to the next. 2 rounds in a row, though, trying something like that, and now you let them back in the game. Now it's 4-3. 1 more round and we're all tied up. So I do not really like that aggression, particularly on that round. And we'll see if it pays off or not.
Joey getting the down on Force. This aggression on low side has paid off for them despite the other team not pick up the snipe. It's worked, and it's worked so well. 4v2, this could be it to wrap up the losers bracket final here. The power stun with the nade doesn't lead to much.
Has to go huge, and I don't think he's in the right position to do it. Soto,
yeah, he's going to try and get
backed
out,
up. Brolic's backed up. Cells and Powers, and now Torquebo in the hands of We're Good as well. They have everything in their favor. 4-on-2. I mean, I don't see a world that this can happen, but I really wouldn't mind seeing it, Tobes.
And it's devastating for Fantastic Four because they were the ones who actually left Snipe, but then ended up losing the fights down low. And now they don't have a Snipe to work with. They're against a Snipe and a Torquebo. I think they even got the second Snipe themselves, the COG team, as they wrapped around the map.
Oh, they're getting ready for war. They're getting everything in their favor.
Yeah, they want to wrap this up here. Torquebo going wide soon on pillars, I presume, from Joey. And they're trapped inside junction. It's Fantastic Four. They're going to need a miracle. Powers is looking for it right in the middle. Sniper in front of him. It's swing and a miss.
He's got to get him to waste some shots somehow, some way.
Yeah, they're trying to just find a player and catch out that one at the front of the pinch. Powers seems to think this is the play. He's found Brolic. Lovely down. Lovely kill. 3v2. They're trying to get the one with the 2v1 on the cells, and that might just done it. Power stuck on middle. That nade is absolutely beautiful on both sides. Is he going to use that now to close the gap? He gets one, but he's killed himself. Ladies and gentlemen, that will wrap up the map there. 5-3, the final score. Valiant effort from Powers there in the end, but it was not enough. 5-3. Wow, strat heavy map once again, Chris, and unsurprisingly went the whole distance to map number 5.
Yeah, I mean, a great matchup. We saw some great rounds. We saw some different kind of strats, aggression, not so much. But in the end, I think that lead they got out to, I mean, they put themselves up 4-1. After that, it's so hard to come back when these teams are so evenly matched. You really got to go on a run, and they just couldn't do it enough. Congrats to them, though. They played well today. They'll get a little bit of change for their 3rd place finish, but they will not get the big change. That will be contested in our next matchup here. Grand Finals coming up. We're going to have We're Good versus 2025 champions. After the break, we'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone, to the Gears Community Series Ultimate Edition Tournament. I am Deluxe. I am back with Toby. We just saw a great game, and now we're in the grand finals. We're good. 2025 champions. We're ready to go. We're in the lobby. Best of 5 maps. Coming from winner's side is 2025 champions. They're going to have to lose 2 sets to lose it all. If they win the first set, it's all over. Toby, how do you feel about the chances coming from loser bracket and overtaking these guys?
Yeah, it's an interesting one, that's for sure. The last time these two teams played was winners bracket round 4. We're good. Of course, losing out to 2025 champions, meeting them again in the grand final. And they've had a really tough run, it's safe to say, this weekend squad through the losers bracket. They had a really tough game against Fantastic Four, winning it in the end by 2 rounds after 5 maps to play. And you really have to wonder whether they can actually return fire and win against this team that they lost to earlier. In fact, I was watching the stream earlier. I'm sure many viewers were who are in the stream right now were watching the Vexies earlier, and the team was looking great. Really doing a great job. And I'm sure they've been ready and waiting to come up against their grand final opponents.
All right, let me know if it's still cooked. Let me know about the audio in general. I had someone tell me the audio is a little crackly right now. Let me know in the chat what you're hearing here, or if it's just Toby's mic. We're on a stream delay, by the way, guys, so it'll take like a little bit of time for you to hear what I'm saying till it shows up on stream.
Yeah, let's see if it's any better now. Better to get these things sorted before we get into the game.
Right.
Can be a kind of a blessing.
Gonna move over.
Find out. Yeah, still got some feedback on my end, Chris, but
all right.
got some time.
Fatal, is the game audio okay, or is that messed up too? It's just Toby? But now Toby's good, okay? Again, we're on like a little delay, so you won't hear me right away, but let me know if Toby's good too, and if we're good to get the match going. Okay.
Yeah, we'll see if my mic is any better now, since rejoining.
I'm gonna assume it is, but we'll find out in
hopefully.
a hot
I've
minute.
still got a bit of the robot on my end from the stream on my end, so
okay. All right, guys,
I
appreciate
think it's
it.
a bit better though, so we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
These kinks will be worked out one day, hopefully.
Plenty of time,
Plenty
plenty of days ahead to work it out.
But in any event, here we are. We're back, and grand finals now. Map rotation. Take a look at it. Set number 1. We're going to kick it off on Gridlock. The classic's been in every Gears game. People keep asking for it. Just kidding. But it keeps showing up. I do still like it as our first map. Clock Tower, the second map. War Machine, my favorite map, as you know, is going to be third. If required, if we go to map 4, there'll be canals. And then to end it all on map 5, Mansion, hot and heavy. It'll be a very quick map. And we'll see if we need 2 sets or not. If 2025 champions wins right now, it's all over. They win the prize, the grand prize. We move on. GG's to them. If not, if we're good forces are set 2, we'll have some different maps, different map order, and we're ready to go.
Yeah, that's it. Similar, well, Very similar. Map pool to last, of course, just different order. Mansion to finish things off if we do need it. That'd be a crazy affair, but a lovely map in Gridlock to kick things off here. I'm sure Vexys and Co are paying close attention to the stream, seeing the strats employed on this particular map. I think Clock Tower is always going to be a very difficult map to play against on the opposition to We're Good. I mean, that pistol, Chris, from Brolic. The Lancers on mid-wall are just so crazily good that it really is a challenge to go into that expecting you're going to win. So really, if you're champs here, I think you want to think Gridlock. Let's get this one in the bag.
Yeah, and here we go.
Strong.
Without any further ado, 2025 champions, We're Good. Map number 1, grand finals. 2 players going to each side, 2 to boom, 1 to grenades, 1 to snipe. Let's get on board, Justin.
I see, that's the pistol. Starting things off there in Snipe Tower. They're going to lose control. Turning for a second to angle out a little bit. Really getting the down of Soto. Bright coming in with the down back. Look how many players here at LK on the flank. Pushing through the arch. Joey getting one. And down on the other. The force has to be, well, the push has to come through, I should say, from Justin up Snipe. And just like that, it was that one big shotgun battle, that team fight there at LK that made all the difference. Joey picking up 3 kills there to kick things off.
Don't forget, champions have been waiting on the sideline. They've been watching these matches. They've had a little bit of time between their last match, so it might take a little time to get warmed up. Plenty of maps to do it, but they might be a little cold right now. Gotta get their feet underneath them as they move on to round 2.
That's it. Again, it looks somewhat boom flank heavy for the Cogs team. That Joey Slane, though, is going to be the one flying through the smoke screen. Unfortunately, immediately shot there right in the face by a Vexy. He's down coming through. BB a little bit weak. Shot picked up. Rolex can get down, though. They're going to be right onto that. Our 2025 champions. Cleaning up the kills there at the back. Boom shot on the floor, but is it even necessary? 3v1 remaining. Snipe in hand, Justin. Not going to find a head there.
Could be a highlight reel, Toby. If he pulls this one off, it's going to be clipped and be on stream, and he pulls the 3 versus 1 off. But he's going back with the shotgun and put the sniper away. Boom shot comes out, not even needed. And like that, we're all tied up at 1.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, a wicked boom flank attempt there from Joey, but immediately shut down. Running through the smoke. It's a difficult map when you throw in the smoke grenades like that, and either team trying to catch the other player out and the other team out with a big push. You can see that on the camera overhead. 3 players down low, once again for 2025 champions. Snipe. Probably going to be picked up soon. There's the flank from Six is coming in, looking for that kill. Lovely bouncing. And just like that, they are ripping through We're Good right now. Making it look easy. Showing perhaps why they've come from the winners bracket final and are currently undefeated 2-1. Looking so good right now. And Chris, I think strategy wise it's not really working out for We're Good, it's safe to say. We're not seeing their usual selves, their star players kind of coming into their own just yet.
Not yet, but you know, there's time to adapt, Toby. They did it earlier, they were down and they came back all those rounds in a row. They have that composure in them. So let's just see if they can put their pedal to the metal here and come back as we see the same kind of strat from them. 2 boom, 1 snipe, 1 grenades. We're gonna go with Justin here playing grenades.
So Justin crossing out just from the nades. And yeah, this is kind of the response to that strat. Oh, here we go. Avexy's flanking through. Absolutely shocking Justin with that flank there. What a surprise. 4v1. And that's going to be the round essentially done and dusted. Bar a miracle from Joey. There it is. Yeah, Avexy's, he must have gone through Snipe. He must have flew through Snipe, surprising the strat completely of what We're Good employed there. And think about it, Chris. We're Good had been flying up to Snipe this entire time until that last round. Avexy's reads the play and that response, and he was like, you know what, I'm just going to flank round and take you by surprise in response.
And that's where he played earlier. He is the IGL for this team. You know, watching his stream, watching him play. They were very composed. They had certain rounds where it was very close, and his communication and their teamwork really turned the round around for them. So seeing more of it now as Vexys is going to go through Sniper yet again, looking for the back A shot. Not going to get it. Pistol going to come out. Boom shot across the wall from far. Going to take out that player. 3-on-2. Now 3-on-1. Vexys with the pistol. Soto goes down. Joey last alive. 3-on-1. Nowhere to go as Boom shot is right in front of him. And so are the rest of the 2025 champions.
Absolutely formidable. Well played indeed. And Avexis flying through the snipe tower once more, through the smoke. Lining up that steam train to at least get like a strong shot off if he does come into any combat, which of course he did by the truck. And still he was aggressively applying that pressure on the flank too. Only 7 kills in total coming out from We're Good. One more round to go for 2025 champions. See if they can wrap it up here.
And they go on board with Fawn here now. Fawn is a name that I am not too familiar with, aside from, recently seeing him play. I think he might be, and correct me if I'm wrong, a younger player. But he's played some amazing Gears of War today. He's really adapted well with this team. Him and the Vexy, him and so, oh my lord, across the way, Boom shot. They've been on point as a team. Their 2v1s have been very good, and you're seeing it right now as they're up 4-1, 4-0, just like that. Champions come back after losing the first round. They put 5 together in a row to steamroll map number 1 Gridlock.
Yeah, that's certainly the correct description of that map. That was an absolute steamroll. That was not close whatsoever. Fair play, indeed, to those guys. Wow. And you'd think that they might have a little bit of a disadvantage coming into that, Chris. We're good, warmed up, ready to go. Vexys, IGL, as you call out, and the rest of his roster, they're like, nope, we're fresh. We have no issue playing aggressively here, flying on through. Boy, did they do that well.
Yeah, and
such a great performance from them.
I've been working the old regular job a good amount of hours, so I haven't had the chance to do as much research as I would normally do on these teams and watch the scrims and whatnot. But from watching today of Vexy stream most of the day, they seem prepared. They seem really composed, and they seem like they've been playing together for a long time. And it hasn't been that long, I know that much. But they just seem like almost on another level early on in the tournament. Still showing it now. But, if they keep this up, it's going to be an easy W here in Grand Finals.
Yeah, if they keep that up, that's night and day. Because that really is the phrase that comes to mind, Chris. It was a completely different showing than in the losers bracket final. One thing I would like to take a moment to discuss, though, Chris, is that Fawn player that you mentioned as we get into Clock Tower next, to see if those pistols can really help We're Good out here. They really do need this to be a good one, I think, for momentum. But yeah, Fawn, a really fast come up, I want to say. And I want chat to help me out with this in particular, because I've not really been too involved with it with the day-to-day play myself in quite a while. But Fawn, I think he came from kind of your Nasher only Gears 5 style play. And I think he's pretty young, as you said. If anyone can confirm how old Fawn is in the chat, because I know we have a lot of young players here coming up against some of the old guard. But he has come up so fast. And even when as I said to you earlier, Chris, to see him with that game attack rise Fawn, I mean, that's a statement in of itself. I mean, playing with the Vexys, right? Playing with the rest of these players, Die6s, what a way he's come. And now he's on Gears Ultimate Edition. A classic, old school Gears of War that is very, very different to your kind of Gears 5 Nasher only. So, yeah, a moment of congratulations to him for how far he's come. And he's certainly earned it with all that effort and time he's been putting into the game.
Yeah, it just goes back kind of what I was saying earlier where, there was a time when we had players playing Gears UE and we had players playing Gears 5. And, a lot of the players on Gears 5, they were younger. They, more of the wall bounce, heavy movement. The game's movement, the way it plays is very different from this game and from classic Gears. But we had, players kind of split for a while. Now with Reloaded coming out, everybody's pretty much accepted the fact that, like, okay, next game coming out, that we're going to play competitively is going to be UE. That's what it's going to be. So we got to get all 5. We got to get all 4 if we're still on that. And we got to try and adapt and play this game. And so far, some of the young players like Fawn, like, a Justin, or even a Juke Slayer, who we haven't seen today. I don't know if he didn't play at all, but I didn't see his name. Players like this have really adapted and shown they can play the old style of Gears as well. Because that was a big debate. It was one of those, and I'll be honest, I might have yelled it a couple times myself, like, come to UE, come see me on UE, see what happens, And, they're showing, even Powers, he's adapted so well this game. He was one of the best players in Gears, 4 and 5, that style of Gears. And he's adapted so well to UE. He's now one of the best players on this game as well. So it just goes to show, they put the time in. These guys are so talented. They can really compete in any Gears game that we have. And looking forward to seeing them play from years and years to come.
Yeah, and the same questions were asked and posed to the likes of Explosive and Mental, coming from Gears 3 originally, all the way back when UE and Gears Esports as a brand really took off. And they showed that they could adapt. And so did so many other players and teams, and fair play to all of them. Yeah, really, really wicked stuff that we still have great, amazing young players coming in. And 16 is how old Fawn is, according to Twitch chat.
Well, if we have a land, he's got to come with that permission slip sign. I know that much. Other than that, he's good.
Okay. And so Chronico has confirmed that the Rise tag is kind of like an inside joke.
Yeah, I was going to say, I almost said
they were playing.
I can be Rise Deluxe, but I'm
not surprised about that. Yeah, I kind of theorized that might have been the case. But I kind of wanted to say, even if it is a joke, it just goes to show that, he's been playing with the Vexies a lot. And you don't play with the Vexies a lot, and with some of the best players the game's ever had, without being a formidable teammate, that's for sure.
Many years to come in this guy's career, so here we go.
Here you go. He's right there on home spot with the shotgun out ready against these scary pistols. Vexy flies through though, doesn't care whatsoever about them. Shotgun is good enough for him. 4v3. Couple of downs now. Just one, in fact, but Vexy's is going to be saved. Baby coming straight through. Soto says no. Turns around. 2v3. I think that's it. Yep, that's the round over. Very quick indeed. I'm telling you, Chris, as well, if they cannot win this map, we're good. I think it's a 3-0.
Yeah.
Because from what I've seen, not only in this tournament, but the previous event, I think this was the strongest map for We're Good. Mainly down to those amazing smokes. Not smokes, excuse me. Those amazing snub pistols. In combination with the smokes and whatnot, playing up top.
Yeah, and coming in, We're Good. They were the #1 seed in the tournament. They had proven themselves in previous events. And they deserve that. And they are still a great team, but this 25 champions, they're pretty much a new team on the board. Some of the guys played last time, but this is not an actual team last tournament. So they just came on the block and they've been dominating ever since. And we'll see if it can continue.
Yeah. There we go. That's that round done and dusted once more in very similar fashion. 2025 champions running through them.
I'm gonna watch Avexi's real quick. He's had multiple rounds in different matches where he's doing some stuff that sometimes might be risky, but he's making the right play, it seems, at the right time. He's kind of throwing the other team off their game. That flank you don't expect, that play where you don't expect him to be there. He's kind of been doing that a lot. So I'm gonna watch him for a little bit here and see, as they push across the top side, very aggressive, what they can do.
Well, this is a strat change, isn't it? Look at that pistol lancer, Justin immediately ripping into Avexi's nades as well. This is the trick strat they're looking for, and it's working out so well. Brolic will use the nades to clean up those downs. 4v2, it's their round to lose at this point. They need this momentum swing back in their way. Amazing pistol from Die6s. That's going to come through. 3v1. Brolic accidentally taking out teammate Justin there. Daxy's forward, getting angled out from down low. That should be all she wrote is. And so an interesting trick strat there being pulled out. And pulled out is really the terminology there, Chris. They were not contending at all with up top. Not getting close enough for a shotgun battle. Everyone had their pistol out way back on the tree. And the nades were picked up early. And the strat worked. But it's a difficult one to pull off consistently. So I don't know if they're going to be able to attempt this again. If they do, whether they'll find success with it.
Yeah, it was kind of pulling all the tricks out of their bag here for this last matchup. They're not playing another team, so here we go. Just on the line with that pistol. Here he goes, putting shots out, but getting pushed up on right now. Looks like a Vex's again. Once again, their deadly gets it down. That's going to be a kill. Soto looking to answer. He's going to get one down, but he's going to get taken out himself by Dyslexic. And just like that, the champions answer back. No trick strat required. Just straight up in your face, shotgun, pistol, teamwork, and domination.
That's it. 3-1. We're back on that original side where that trick strat was employed, Chris. And they're going for it again. There's that nade pickup. You're going to sit way back up top. Soto, escorting Justin straight back down with a pistol out, ready in that tree. It's like the full exit. Not a single 1v is going to be left on that back wall. They're going to come back as a team with right hand here on the staircase. But this time, looking a bit better, 2025 champions, in responding to that strategy. Lovely pistols coming out, so just be careful. He goes out into the middle, essentially, of Clock Tower. Not much cover. The shotguns fight's underway. 1v2, brought it to try and clutch up, looking for that quick 1v. Not going to come through. Getting angled out on the right. Perfect angle, that pistol. Vexy's cleaning up there. 4-1, the score. Far better response there from 2025 champions. And IGL of Vexy's, he's done it again, Chris, it seems like. He did it on Gridlock, responding to the strat change from the opposition there. And he's done it once more with such a clean response against the trick strat on Clock Tower.
That was a classic case of, fool me once, shame on me, fool me twice. No, the other way around. Fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me, where they were not going to fall for that again, and you saw just there. Vexy's, however, does have a little bit of friendly fire going out, gets it down on Dyslexic. He gets cleaned up by Justin. 4-on-3 now in favor of We're Good. Avexy's trying to get through the smoke. Down the pillar. Fong going to get the down. Let's see if they get the cleanup here. Avexy's being very aggressive. He has the support. Fong's going to go down. Avexy's gets it down. 2 versus 2. Now 2-on-1 for Avexy's. What can he do? Can he get out of here? Can he buy us some time to get a kill and push the round out? I'm not sure about it.
1v opportunity if he's quick. Turning back around the pinch so fast, though. They've done well. We're Good to make sure no shenanigans can come into play there for Avexy's. 2-4 in total. You notice as well the downs 1-6. Kill to downs there for Rise 4 at the top. Avexy sitting with a strong 10 kills. And they're back on that side where they can employ the nade strat again, but it didn't work that time, did it? Before. They're not going to attempt it again, Chris. They're going to have to commit. This is the high pressure, high stakes round. They cannot lose this. They want to stay on Clock Tower.
I'm on Joey here, only because Joey, again, he's on the bottom here, has not done really too much on this map, and he's not like him, so we're going to try to will him to a little love here. Avexy, however, answers with a kill. Brawlers goes down. Joey going to get the revive. 4-on-3 in favor of the champs. They get another down. Not looking good here. They're looking to close it out. Here comes Dyslexic. He gets the kill. Avexy's in there for another, and the champions close out map 2. They go up. Vexy's and Fawn, look at the combo of kills to downs. I mean, they're like not the 2025 champions, they're the tag team champions right now. And they are doing it all. They're looking good, and they are 1 map away from winning the whole thing.
That they are looking absolutely unstoppable right now. And to think that the challenge ahead of We're Good, if they can somehow win 3 maps in a row, they'll have to do it essentially again. They'll have to win another best of 5 because of that bracket reset. So, yeah, I don't mean to count them out. That's not what I'm suggesting at this point, but it is looking bleak. Yes. You have to say, given how good 2025 champions actually qualitatively are looking here. They have just taken Clock Tower with such force. And as I was saying, I think that is We're Good's best map, historically speaking. both today and in the previous event. So this is a statement they're putting on right now. And of course, this is how these teams got here.
That's how we got here. It is 2-0 champions, not updated on there, unfortunately, but 2-0 champions as we go over to map number 3, War Machine. You love to see it. At least I do. They got to win 3 in a row. So you have to win 3 in a row if we're good. And then you got to force the second set, and you got to come back there, and you got to win a best of 5. Really, really hard to do. Not impossible. They're a great team. Of course, the more games we can see, the better for us. So let's see what we can do here.
Yeah, the favorite XE map for many is War Machine. That is for sure, and my personal favorite XE map of all time, I think. Chris, I have to say.
I agree.
About it.
I agree.
Certainly to cast over, probably to play. But from what I've seen so far, it's been a very one-sided affair. Now the question is whether you can kind of employ some different strategies here. I don't really want to say trick strats, but just different strategies that aren't base to keep 2025 champions on their toes a little bit.
Yeah, well,
the nade strat did work.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but
right, so.
When we had Fantastic Four versus We're Good, I believe We're Good lost War Machine to Fantastic Four. I mean, I think I'm correct in that. If I'm wrong, tell me.
Yeah, you're correct. They lost 5-1. Yeah, I'm looking at the scores now. And in fairness to them, it was kind of Fantastic Four. Really clutching up there a number of rounds. But yeah, certainly not a strong map for them earlier on. And that's what they really need, it's safe to say. Curious who's going to be playing the 1v positions in particular. Whether that can be kind of an avenue here for either team to get the leg up.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know if they're going to change spots from earlier, or if they want to keep running it the same way. Maybe they're just used to that and they don't want to really change it up. Now, at this point, didn't find themselves in the best positions when they played earlier. So, something to think about. Yeah, but we'll see. I mean, like you said, Powers had some great rounds, clutch up earlier against them, so you can't completely say they were out of it on War Machine. But wasn't their strongest showing, and coming into this match now versus a team that has been on just a straight steamroll, you gotta be on point. So no time to waste. I'd say you gotta get off to a quick start. 1-0, 2-0, get the first couple rounds in your favor, take the pressure off a little bit. You don't want to go down early. It's not gonna be a good look for you.
I agree, totally. I agree. Lots of pointers being made. I've seen about this event. I've seen names come up like praised. People have been happy. So many old school classic players have been turning up to participate. I've seen Lava has been mentioned.
Yeah, that Lava, Kenny, Icy, and I'm blanking out for a second here. Rushies. They had some good matches earlier. They actually went down their map 3 or 5-4 to Power's team, I believe. So it was very close in there. A lot of intense play. There were some great stream moments today, not on our stream, but on the player streams, where you saw the Gears passion. Some people might have got a little upset when they lost, and I'm not going to say more about that, but if you were there, you know what I'm talking about. But it makes for great content. You know, it just shows they love the game and they want to win, and taking an L it's tough, especially when you're that close.
Yeah, serious event, right? Very serious event. But tell me, Chris, the prize pool, I think it was $800 when we started today?
$800 when I woke up, yes. $800 when I woke up, which is a nice prize. And now it sits at $1,500, which is almost
basically double.
Yeah.
It's basically doubled from the moment the tournament started, essentially, to now.
Yeah, and these are some, you know, our main, these are not all the donations, but these are our main donators, $100 or more currently on the donations. They contributed to this big prize pool, $1,500. We appreciate them without you guys, not possible. So all crowdfunded. We do this for the love of the game. And going forward, I love to have you all there. Appreciate the support. And, you know, Toby and I love being here for you guys and casting gears. And just a fun time for everybody. So thank you guys again. Appreciate you. If you do want to become a donator for the future, we're good for today, guys. So you know, hold your monies. We got a lot of reloaded stuff coming up. Gears Reloaded. We're going to have, you know, PC involved, PlayStation, Xbox. If you want to support a future tournament for Gears Reloaded, you can contact Deluxe House, myself, or Natural Law GG on Twitter, and I will tell you how to get involved, and you can become a sponsor, and we can, you know, move on going forward and continue to host these great events.
Hashtag trust in Deluxe. Always putting on these events. The Gears Community Series. The king.
Stop it.
For many, many years. The legend that you are, Deluxe House.
Well, if I'm the king, you're my... Whatever the king's
Prince?
right-hand
I'll
man
take
is.
Prince.
I don't know what it is, but Prince is cool.
All
Prince
right.
Toby. Prince Campbell.
That works. That'll do. For sure. Deadly. Getting it down so fast. On the Brolic there on window. Vex sees with the cleanup. Great call-outs in play. In play that. I think that's... Is that the round? That quick?
Just about. That quick,
wow.
That good. One down. They clean them up. Frag comes in to get the kill as well. And more of the same. More of the domination. Quick rounds. You know, if this is a boxing match, you gotta fight back. We're good. You gotta punch back. You gotta let them know you're there. The time is now. No time to waste. Take this moment. Seize it. Come back and fight.
Nades picked up by both teams. No surprises there. The question is, are we going to get an immediate down or kill off the rip like in the last round? You can see champs are playing way up. Instant torpo pickup. Vexi's looking to be super aggressive around the right of Troika. And Diz has got out with that torpo immediately. Back to his side. 2025 champions working the map so well. They've got the torpo in hand, moving that up top. And Diz has the exit covered courtesy of the torpo here, so it's not a good position to be in, but we're good. That's a beautiful stick from Justin despite the pressure and the pistols. Formidable as they are. 2 players down, 4v2. Pretty sure that SK is screaming already. Yep, there he is immediately down. Ripped to shreds by that snub before he can even think about getting away. 4v1. The shot hold. As though we're back on Gears 5.
And the victory. Very well played. 4 players alive. 4-0. And it's 2-0 in maps. 2-0 in rounds. War Machine's looking good. They're just rolling on all cylinders. I like the change up too. They're not, you know, being too predictable. They are changing stuff up. Again, Vexi's probably that IGL right now calling stuff out. He's going to pick up grenades. And they're going to see if they can continue on their domination tour. Once again, smokes are out. Vexi's going to roll up top and see what we can do with his grenades.
Super aggressive again. Vexi's nading deep into window, into catwalk. It's going to force the player off. Are we going to see a down bottom left or anything like that? Justin jumping over Brock. There's the down I was talking about. Vexi's actually turns back and angles from up top. Justin trying to save the day at Torpo. Gets the 1 kill. The down coming on through. Vexi's down and back. And falling there to try and save the day. Vexi's back here. 3v2 immediately as Vexi's back is Jody to the next round. And then the second kill comes through from Fawn.
I mean, the confidence,
Absolutely
Toby, you
formidable.
can see it in their play. You can see that, I mean, they have a lead. Obviously, you can play more confident with a lead like this, maps and rounds. But they are just not wasting any time. They are playing like they know they're better, like they know they got this. Probably counting the money already, if I want to say. They shouldn't, but they're doing a great job. I don't know if we're good, have enough in the tank to come back and withstand the onslaught.
Ooh, big nade. For deadly, but no more. No damage being employed to angle him out or anything like that. Vexi's was down low for the time being. There's that down though. Does come through. The revive comes in.
Slide revive too. Need
Yeah,
that
yeah.
one.
I think we're okay. I say that now. I've spoken a little bit too quickly. Justin will get the kill on Diz. Oh, that pistol, so strong. Justin immediately jumps for cover onto Snake, gets the angle onto Window, forces the COG team to get moving fast. Fortunately for them, they can't get cover in time. This should be a clean round. That pressure on Window really paid off. The way good there. Actually angled out. Much better for them. Pretty clean on the Window. 2025 champions were pretty stretched and trying to save the day in the center. Avaxi's kind of forced to come back from the nade side, from Snake, from Troika side of the map. It wasn't enough in the end. Justin, the opening kill. I think it was a pistol headshot that brought it to a 4v3 originally.
3 versus 1. Deadly gonna go back to play that Window yet again. Grenades are taking both sides. Smokes are out. Numbers are even. Round has just begun. Joey gonna be now the one tossing the nades and getting the call out from his teammates, but not gonna get a kill. Dyslexic, he's back on the sandbag, waiting for the right moment. Nothing opened up just yet. A little bit of a slower round. We do have a player trying to get on Troika, and Joey almost gets it down with the pistol. Not going to get it yet, but he is going to force the issue. Looks like fight this 1v1 while he has it. Not going to hit the shot. Yeah, oh, Avaxi lets him know. You don't push me, kid.
Brilliant job, Avaxi's. That is a statement in of itself. Weak, angled out from the side, has to respond, has to defend his position, and essentially wrap shots him, it appears to me, on Gears Ultimate Edition. This isn't Gears 5, Chris. We don't really do wrap shots in this game, but Vexys proves us wrong there. You can with the right hands on the controller.
Well, one more time,
well
potentially last round of the game. 2025 champions, if they win this, that's all she wrote. We're good. They've been fighting an uphill battle this entire match, and they're going to continue to do that as we continue on. The Vexy's pushing up top onto Justin. Torpo taking. Who's got it? Let's get on board. Deadly.
Quick pick. Full red getting angled out. He's in trouble. Yep, Joey's going to get that down. Where's the response? There it is from Fawn. Let's just get the down on Justin. They're still in it. And saved as well. BB finds Joey. Justin downed. I think this could be all she wrote. Broad does get a kill though onto Vexy, so they're still in the game. They got the angle there. Oh, that pistol's filthy. Gets the damage, but doesn't get enough. He gets downed, ladies and gentlemen, just like that. 2025 champions absolutely rip through We're Good in the end. And they win 3-0 in what seems like record time. 5-1 the final map score. And such a deserved victory. Chris, they didn't drop a single match this entire event.
GG's to them, man. They look like the best team today. I spoke about it earlier, and they were. You know, a new team, a new addition to the tournament, but definitely a force to be reckoned with. And as we continue on into UE, into Reloaded, they will be around, hopefully playing, and we can see if anybody can dethrone them. I don't know the way they played today, if anybody could at that level, but great job for them, and great win.
Yeah, it's hard to really stress how formidable and how flawless that was. They were just not under any kind of strong pressure whatsoever on any of the maps. The way they played it was clinical. The responses to different strategies. It was a mixture of aggression and also kind of your classic angles. It was truly beautiful to see. And you notice it was a much closer affair earlier on in the winners bracket. 3-2 there on the top left of our screen. We're Good taking it to the final map, but this time around they meet each other again in the grand final. 3-0. And yeah, I think I used the phrase statement, and it really was. I think we clearly can see here who the best team is in Gears Ultimate Edition as we go into the next event and the next game in the form of Gears Reloaded. And yeah, once again, a big shout out to Rise Fawn. You know, that the new player that's standing out on this roster, who has come from Gears 5 wages, essentially, onto UE, and has landed himself in what I just described as perhaps the best team in Gears right now, in this current time. It's a fair play to him. Congratulations to these guys. a wicked $1,500 prize pool for this event, courtesy of all our amazing donators, and a thoroughly deserved victory for 2025 champions, a team name they've certainly earned, Chris.
Indeed it was. You know, we've been here for most of the day. I want to once again thanks to all the players, the donators, everyone who was involved. Toby, to you for casting. It's very late for you, or early, however you want to look at it. So I appreciate everybody helping out, and, you know, another one in the books, right? We've been doing this for years and years now, and it just seems like we're going to continue on into the future, and we're really getting some momentum going. So appreciate it, and thank you all. Toby, any last words for you before we get off here?
Yeah, thanks, Chris. Pleasure is all mine, my friend. Always enjoy casting with you, and over these amazing events that you put on. Brilliant graphics, folks. The graphics and production quality that Chris puts on while casting himself goes without saying. It's just simply remarkable. So yeah, shout out again to you, Deluxe, for doing all that you've done. And yeah, fantastic to see all these amazing old school and new school players alike coming to play today. And not so long until Gears Reloaded comes out, and we're all super excited to see what that has in store for us. So can't wait for the next one, Chris.
Indeed, indeed, my friend.
Many good days ahead.
Yep. And again, follow us. We have news coming shortly about our next events, about Reloaded, about the future of our tournament series, the Gears Community Series. So stay tuned for that. Appreciate you all. You have a good night. Toby, Deluxe, we're out of here. Thank you again. Gears, we will never die.